The stiff-legged deadlift for the hamstring, or the way I like to do it is a Romanian or Bulgarian deadlift. The stiff-legged deadlift is a great exercise for packing meat and size on the hamstrings. Obviously, you're going to still work your glutes very heavily as the prime mover ultimately, and your lower back, actually all of your back, really. But we're trying to target the hamstrings with this great movement. I never put on so much size on my hamstrings from doing leg curls or other isolation type work, even though it's important. The best exercise I've found for putting size on the hamstrings is the stiff-legged or Romanian deadlift. Now let's do it. It's very important to do this correctly for both safety, but also to activate the hamstrings effectively. Again, your stance and grip, slightly wider than a shoulder width grip. I like to use the wraps or grips here, the straps, my trusty Recomp straps from Big Dame on Hey How. It takes the stress off of my forearms and allows me to grip the bar without losing my grip. Shoulder width, stance, toes pointing forward or just slightly out in a comfortable stance. Now, very important with the deadlift, Romanian deadlift, is we keep a slight bend in the knees the whole way through the movement. Don't lock the knees out hard as you might see with stiff-legged deadlifts. You'll keep more tension on the hamstrings with a soft knee. Again, we bend forward at the hips, arching the lower back. Don't round the lower back. Arch the lower back till you feel a full stretch in your hamstrings, and then stand up to the top of the movement. Now, don't hyperextend at the top. Keep tension on the hamstrings, down nice and smooth, nice and slow, till you feel a full stretch in the hamstring. Chest up, chin up, squeeze to the top. Nice and smooth, down and up. And again, to stand up here, this is one of the keys to working the hamstrings effectively. From the bottom of the movement, rather than just stand up using the lower back, I push or curl my heels backwards as if I'm doing a standing leg curl. If that doesn't make sense to you, when you get to the bottom of the movement, try and curl both heels back towards your butt. Don't simply stand up. Down slow and smooth. Curl, curl, squeeze the hamstrings to the top of the movement. Down, squeeze. Keeping tension on the hamstrings. Another tip, always run the bar along the front of your legs. Don't have the bar out in front. Keep it tucked in. If you take some skin off your shins, you're doing it right. Now with Romanian deadlift, you're always going to feel work in your lower back. You're always going to feel your glutes working. But again, when I'm saying to curl your heels back, if you're doing a standing or kneeling leg curl, this is the movement that we're doing to activate the leg biceps. So when I'm at the bottom of the movement with both feet down, that is what I'm trying to do with both legs at the same time. That is the movement to activate the hamstrings effectively and work the hamstrings effectively. You can pack a lot of weight on the Romanian deadlift, and I encourage you to do so because ultimately overload, progressive overload is the key here. So try and build your strength with this movement. You're working the whole posterior chain. You're working your hamstrings, your glutes, your lower back. You're even working your lats a little bit as well. I like to do this movement on hamstring day, and I couple hamstrings with back. Have done for years. It's a great combination. So work anywhere between 6 to 15 repetitions on the Romanian deadlift to pack ultimate size on your hamstrings.